Voltron Legendary Defender is a reboot of the 80s classic from part of the team behind Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, two of the best animated series in the past decade. It had a fantastic first season. Seriously, go watch it on Netflix if you haven't. But Season 2 can make or break any show. Voltron Legendary Defender has the potential to enter the ranks of the all-time great animated series. But to do so, it's going to have to learn from its predecessors in 3 distinct ways.
I can't believe it!
We formed Voltron!
I'm a leg! How are we doing this?
Major spoilers ahead for all 3 series, by the way. First rule Voltron needs to follow: supporting characters are everything. Here's how Avatar did it right, and Voltron Legendary Defender would be wise to follow. Avatar was able to take secondary characters that started as thin archetypes and grow them into fully fleshed characters. And boy, do I still miss them.
Aang, this is my friend, Fufu Cuddly Poops, Aang.
The main character of Avatar, of course, was Aang. But really, it was just as much about Zuko and Katara. And life would be so much darker without Toph's quips.
There it is! That's what it will sound like when one of you spots it.
By far the best character arc in Avatar isn't even from the lead, it's from Zuko. He starts out in Season 1 as a whiny spoiled brat whose father exiled him, but by the series' end, he's compassionate and wise, even being crowned the ruler of the kingdom that exiled him. Zuko's is one of the best redemption stories I've ever seen, and I'm not qualifying that by saying best in cartoons or best in animation. Truly, his redemption story is amazing, and is enough of a reason to go back and watch Avatar if you haven't yet.
I can't believe a year ago my purpose in life was hunting you down. And now...
And now we're friends.
Yeah, we are friends.
On the flip side, Voltron's second season needs to do the exact opposite of what Legend of Korra did when it came to their secondary characters. The issue with Korra was that the supporting cast never really had any depth, aside from Tenzin, who is voiced by J.K. Simmons.
Korra, you're not here to watch that drivel. You're here to finish your Avatar training.
Korra's teammates never seemed as integral to the mission as she did. I can hardly even remember the 2 Fire Ferret brothers' names without looking them up, to be honest. They're just the misdirected, hopeless romantic and the funny dumbass to me.
She's with me.
Yeah, I'm with him.
So, you see, we're together.
Well, not together, more like friends.
Right, friends. No, I didn't mean to imply...
Oh, you implied it.
Listen, Voltron has already been around for 1 season, and is doing all the right things in this area too. Every episode of Voltron seems to change how the team, that is, every character, interacts with each other, and how they work together.
We had a bonding moment. I cradled you in my arms. Nope, don't remember. Didn't happen.
Allura and Pidge have had an interesting journey so far. Allura starts as a potential damsel in distress, but grows into a self-sacrificing leader. Pidge grows through the struggle of whether or not to share her true gender identity with the team.
Just so there are no secrets between us anymore, I can't man up. I'm a girl.
And there's so much potential for more. Shiro's mysterious but haunted past, the relatively small development of Hunk, Keith, and Lance. To be amazing, Season 2 of Voltron needs to keep revealing more about the individual Paladins. Another area where the history books can index Voltron as great rather than just good is the presence of a memorable big bad. Superman has Lex Luthor, Batman has the Joker, and Harry Potter is Voldemort. That consistent tension between protagonist and antagonist is part of the reason why those franchises have become part of pop culture. From what we've seen with Zarkon in Season 1, Voltron is on its way. And once again, Avatar provides a guiding light. They handled the villain issue very well with the Fire Lord Ozai. Over time, they peeled back his layers like an onion. In fact, when the show started, the main villains were Ozai's kids, Zuko, yeah, the one we were just talking about, and Azula. The threat of impending final showdown with Ozai was always teased in the background, and during that time, we got to learn about Ozai. It became apparent he was a power-obsessed ruler when he threw away his brother and wife for the title of Fire Lord. He may also win the Worst Father Ever award, first almost killing his son Zuko, then forcing Zuko into a duel with him when Zuko was only 13, and finally leveraging his kids' desire to please him against each other. Oh, what a family man. By the time Ozai faced Aang, we felt like we knew him, and the danger he posed to the entire world. He was the exact opposite of the love and inclusion Aang stood for. He wasn't a cartoon. Well, despite being a cartoon. I mean, you guys get it. Plus, he was voiced by Mark freaking Hamill. Conversely, Legend of Korra had a different villain each season, and all of them were sort of shallow. Amon, Unalaq, Zahir, well, the fight scenes were great. I never felt like I knew what was motivating them. It was all very villain of the week. Okay, season, but you get what I mean. The disposability of villains is something Voltron's second season should avoid. So far, Voltron seems to thankfully be taking the Avatar route. During Season 1, we got a slow burn with Zarkon, getting glimpses of him through the battle with the Road Beasts, Sindak, and Hagar. It gave the final showdown bigger stakes, and left us with even more questions. Like, how the hell did he eject Shiro from the Black Lion? And what else can Zarkon do with his Bayard? Oh, I could keep going forever.
You may have a lion, but its power is weak in your fledgling hands.
If the show continues to follow the ways of Avatar, and avoids the disposability of villains that marked Korra's run, Season 2 could be awesome. Lest you think I'm totally ranking on Legend of Korra, I'm going to flip the script a bit and mention a third area that the show handled excellently, and from which Voltron should take cues for Season 2. Social commentary. Look, a TV show doesn't need to be, nor should it be, a PSA. But mirroring real-life struggles and issues through the lens of the characters only grounds them more. Season 1 of Korra tackled the issue of societal unrest. Is terrorism ever justified? What are the ways to fight the establishment?
For too long, the bending elite of this city have forced non-benders to live as lower-class citizens!
We see this through the villain Amon's attempt to upend the established rule of the Benders in Republic City, and then Korra's struggle to support her fellow Benders while also trying to be an avatar who betters the world for all people, Bender or not.
Oh yeah? Let me guess. You're a bender.
Yeah, I am.
And I bet you just love to knock me off this platform with some water bending, huh?
I'm seriously thinking about it.
Season 2 of Korra explored the push and pull relationship between modernization and spirituality. Korra's uncle Unalaq saves an entire village from a dark spirit attack, which convinces Korra that people have now lost touch with the spirit world.
How were you able to control that spirit when no one else could?
As your father could tell you, I've spent my life studying the spirits and learning their ways.
Unalaq then takes advantage of Korra's naivete, eventually turning into a dark spirit himself and attacking the nation's capital city. Yeah, making the whole spiritual versus modern struggle come full circle. Legend of Korra also examines sexual fluidity. Korra begins her journey pursuing men, then grows into finding her love for her friend Asami. The entire series even ends with Asami and Korra walking into the spirit world holding hands. Avatar and social issues? Not so much. Voltron's Season 1, though, laid the seeds for some very interesting commentary. The storyline of the Balmera and its protectors is an allegory for climate change, while we learned in Episode 6 that Pidge was actually a biological girl. It's with Pidge in particular that Voltron Season 2 can be inspired by Legend of Korra. The lasting impact of Pidge's backstory, how her gender identity has evolved over time, has not really been mined. It's great that the team accepts Pidge as one of the guys.
Wait, we were supposed to think you were a boy?
But does the story really stop there? So that's our advice for the 3 ways Voltron can take what it's already done so well in Season 1 and blow it out of the park for Season 2. Learning from your elders is such a cliche phrase, but in this case it's so fitting. The good and bad of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra can keep Voltron on the right track. We'll see if they can do that when Season 2 comes out on January 20th. I'll definitely be binging it over the weekend. Did Voltron Season 1 not meet your expectations? Think I'm ridiculous for saying anything from Legend of Korra is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more dispatches from the world of fandom.